Hello and welcome to another ICL match. This is the first round of the ICL. I'm Dakota from Legends of Inkwell. Today with me, I have the one, the only Habibi from ETB. How you doing today?
I'm doing good, man. Excited to watch some good games.
Yeah, we have Team Maelstrom versus Team Luxury. You got any favorites here or thoughts,
I think they're
biases?
both titans. Like these are probably two of the stronger teams in the ICL and in the Lorcana scene in general, with Maelstrom picking up a lot of new strong players and then Luxury kind of being like one of the big guns from the very beginning. So I'm excited to see these guys face off. I actually have no idea what the result is. And I kind of
Nice.
I'm excited for that. So I will have zero idea who wins each game. So I'm excited.
I read the results, but I don't remember them. So
Perfect. Just don't
I
spoil it
am
for me. It won't be we'll have some real showbiz.
all right. So let's get right into the first match here. We have RMB versus Ferrante.
Wow. R&B. That's a that's two like lurk I mean online grinders.
Online grinders
Webcam
for
grinders.
sure.
Yeah.
All right. So we are inking a Mulan to play a Mulan.
All right. The red.
Interesting.
That is a
Yeah,
very low
Ruby.
represented color.
Very underrepresented. I'm kind of excited to see how this goes now.
It's surely red purple, right? Like that's like the only. I mean, we saw a Christmas deck in ICL on the live.
Right.
Purple
There
here.
could be a Christmas deck. That would be fun. I
Exciting
don't know that the
stuff.
Christmas deck would run Mulan though. So on the other side, we see a
It's like a
Diablo
flinger
here.
dinger deck, but I literally have zero idea. This is what's gonna be exciting. We're gonna be watching and noticing together.
All
Look at them
right.
flexing their team mats too. Maelstrom, that looks like a fresh mat. Luxury always has cool mats. See a vanilla P. I believe that's what that is.
Well,
It's a 3-1 and evasive.
3-1 evasive. I believe it also has rush. No, no, just evasive.
Just evasive. It's essentially Dumbo hate. More cards that you just play, and this
Right.
waits for a Dumbo to turn sideways. So that's gonna be a challenge that we're probably gonna have to see with purple. But oh, it's purple steel
Okay. Inking a happy.
and
Throwing the
swinging.
Diablo.
Oh,
Getting that card draw.
that's actually sick. So like we quested the Mulan, assuming that there was not much hate, and then the Skater Mim comes down, buffs the Diablo, gives it +1 power, so he can actually take out that one drop Mulan. That's pretty sick. Oh, on the other
Oh, the
side, we see a
Sisu.
Sisu. This is removal hate turn after turn, and we see an inked Mulan. So I really hope we see that shift one point in the game, because when that thing shifts, it just takes entire games.
Yeah, so this is definitely a flinger dinger deck, right? It's
Oh
gotta
yeah,
be.
we're definitely playing niggers, and this guy is definitely playing traditional purple steel. Cobra, no effect, or did he do the effect?
Cobra with effect.
With effect. Okay.
So it is 2-2 currently.
There's always three opponents in the ICL. It's the players, and then the amount of glare the lights give their cards. So we might be predicting some of these cards in the Inkwell.
Inking a Cogsworth, the Cogsworth that gives Rush to play an Iago.
All right.
And it looks like we are questing for two more there. So 4 to
I
2
love that
now.
as tech. Give rush to a Milan and then swing it in, or rush to any Ago later on, like surprise
Yeah,
lore or surprise swing.
this is
How do you think
interesting.
this matchup is? Purple steel
Um,
versus red purple.
I think that I mean I don't know the deck build on the Ruby Amethyst side, but if there's enough evasives in this, I think that the Ruby Amethyst might do pretty well here.
They're pretty fine usually in this kind of matchup. A Yzma, I like to call this card never survives and you never do the effect, but it eats removal.
Right.
So let's see if R&B is a lucky boy today.
This
See
card
an ink?
definitely got better when we lost Medusa.
Yeah. Okay. So we don't have the Elsa. Wow. We might be the first ever Yzma effect ever happened in
We
history of
see
Arcana.
a Dumbo trigger there for a quest and draw. And it looks like another quest with a Vanellope.
Okay.
Interesting. All right, we see
Doc,
a
no
dock.
effect.
No effect.
This is the worst situation that happens
Strength.
every time in steel decks. When you see two docks and
Oh,
when you see
dock.
docks and strengths in your hand and you have to like play one and decide. But luckily I had the second one to at least have a little bit of a follow-up.
Yeah, and was able to get rid of the Dumbo there with the strength.
Yep.
Inking a bell.
Mhm.
Oh, we're doing the Yzma thing. It worked. He did the thing.
Happens. Happens. Once in a blue moon, but when it does, it feels great. That card's amazing when you get to use the effect.
Inking a Rafiki for a Maui Shark.
Maui
And we're
Shark.
going to
And
take
playing
out
the
that Yzma
Yzma.
right away. Yep, there it is. Questing for one with
Interesting.
the Sisu here.
And now we're locked down really with the shark. There's not a lot you can really do. It's just a matter of when you get an Elsa or a way to take it out with strength again. So see
Trying
how
to
this
think, are there
goes.
any actions in the discard for uh, Ferrante here?
Yeah, but usually it doesn't matter. You just rip it and then you swing. It's not really. I always have a good time when people check the discard with the shark, and I'm like, yeah, but they're probably gonna play it what they have in their hand and then grab it back and keep
Right.
looping it. There's a lot of great draw cards in these color combinations, at least that are actions from this position. Like, there's no more friends here, so
We see
it's
that
likely.
Dumbo come
Ooh,
back down.
we're just doing the character style. We don't want actions.
And we're going to quest for one and draw a card with the Sisu there. Yeah, we're doing this the hard way.
Yeah, I
Questing for
mean,
one, drawing a card with the
I don't
shark.
mind at all.
No. This is, I mean,
This
this is
does
probably the only
open
card
up the
draw that
shark
they
to
have, right?
dying. We are gonna get to 5 characters on board likely, and then strength. So there is an opening for our R&B, but that's like largely the purple seal deck in a nutshell. Is how many strengths do you see at opportunistic times? But now he's presented with a tough choice. He has to either decide if he wants to take out a Dumbo or if he wants to take out a Shark. Both really significant threats.
What would you do in this scenario? This is always my fun question for casters. If
Oh,
you had the choice,
I
would you
I
take
would
out the Dumbo or the shark?
if it's one card in Lux's hand, I definitely take out the Dumbo and I keep going wide, knowing there's not much that can happen. But if there's a couple more cards in there, I'd take out the Shark and start going sideways. It enables my genie to start gaining me some actual lore without having much threats.
Let's see RMB play another genie here to draw a card. Searching for
Debating
answers.
if he wants to just ram 2 bodies in there, which honestly, don't hate it.
I don't hate it either. You lose a 2 lore with the genie there and the Jafar, but it's not the worst idea.
He's a great player. So he's just weighing his options here and like debating on is it even a threat? He's doing the thing where you check the discard, you're like, there's
Right.
nothing actively there right now. And he's
Oh,
opting to just
interesting.
say, you swing at me.
Taking out the Sisu though.
Yeah. Feel a little less bad knowing that you have the trade that makes everything stay alive, as well as the genie still gets the quest for 2. So
And double
I
happies
I
come
like the
down too.
decision.
Yep. Go real wide, real fast. Hypnotic strength. Nice. Gets rid of that Cobra there. Hypnotic strength is in the deck most of the time for the illusion characters.
I
Either
talked about
the
not having a
Dragon
lot of draw
Cobra.
options.
Right, and
Well,
it
now we have
allows
an
no
option
draw.
to swing. So if the shark swings now, takes out a genie, he can grab hypnotic again, then buff up something like he has ways to cycle and keep drawing, and just with the lore totals where they're at, I think need to start seeing some pirate slaves from the red deck. One of the only reasons still play red is that wonderful
Right.
card.
I think the one concern of challenging with that half shark right now is the two happies that are sitting there.
Yep.
RMB's not afraid to lose those, so
Wow, Sisu would be really great in the sports set.
and we are going to take out the genie. We'll bring back a hypnotic strength.
So by questing and making Lux Ferrante have to swing in, he's effectively getting the lore that he wanted the previous turn, and now having the ability to swing back and take out the shark on his own like timing or when it makes sense to him and it's effective. So this genie now, if it's not killed, gets to just swing, take out the shark, and it's perfect. Assuming we don't fling some damage counters, which is what this deck's called, right?
And one for the Dumbo trigger here. We're going to draw a card and see if we can find something to help us a little bit.
Oh, it'd be great here. We have a lot of options. It's a lot of damage counter moving things. Oh,
Inking the
hypnotic.
hypnotic strength.
Another
Sisu.
Staceo. Is there a
It's
target? We're taking
just
out.
the docks. Not ideal, but it gets a character off the board.
Yeah, I'm sure he was looking for a better quality card there, but I love that we went with the dice now, so there's no train anymore. We know how many cards there are in the
Right.
hand. So 4 cards in hand. Hand is healthy. We just need to. Honestly, I think a Mulan would be crazy work here, stalling out the board.
That Jafar is going to trade with that Maui. It already had damage on it. And
Yep.
then the two happies will trade out with the Dumbo, the Great Dumbino.
Another Yzma, demanding an answer right away, or else we're gonna probably see this game run into R&B's favor. And there's not a lot of answers from this position with the unexerted Yzma, with the amount of ink we have. Hypnotic plus an Elsa would do it. But we inked one and we have one in the bin, so
And we also
a lot of
quested
decks
for
aren't running
three
for.
there. So I believe we should be at 9-5. I'm sorry, everybody who's watching this. We are trying to figure out the lore total as we go because there's not one on the screen. So if it's wrong, I'm sorry. Next games will be better, I promise.
Maybe the lore total is the friends we made along the way. We saw the big Elsa coming down, questing down things, and stalling out the board a little bit. So this is, I mean, I'm surprised. I rarely see big Elsas in these builds. So I love the spice. I love the tech there, especially in red. You can't really ramp to that, so it's a little scary card to have in the early game.
Yeah, I was not expecting to have that card in this deck. Um, we do see the White Rose come down, so that's a free lore on R&B side, and he also quested with the dock. But yeah, that also is interesting add to that deck, I think.
Yep, 100%. It stalls out the board a little bit, like long enough that we can maybe develop a shark, start developing those Mulans, and prevent some questing. Because the second R&B gets to that 13, 14 range, it just becomes his game with Cobras and Roses, and just he doesn't have to exert anymore. So he doesn't have to fall into this plan. And we see another spicy card. Seeing this a
Ooh,
lot recently with some a rush goof.
Rush Evasive Goof. Yeah, that's a big body too.
We have options here. That's the thing with this red purple deck does very very well. It almost you just watch them do a lot of nothing, and then they just steal games from you, and they have such a great ability to come back and stay healthy with their hand size with the combination of purple and red. It's fascinating. Like this position went from R&B looking pretty favored to all of a sudden having very little outs besides the good old fashioned top deck dock. Ooh, medallion weights.
Million weights. All right.
So we have the full
We're ready
setup
to
for our
challenge.
little game.
I believe we are currently sitting at 10-7. The Captain Hook there is going to take out that Elsa and banish it. White Rose
Listen
and
to
Doc Quest. 10 to
ooh,
9.
just pass. What is in R&B's hand that he would just not play? It's maybe even a strength. You just slam it
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah, put some
Oh, it
extra
could be a
damage on the
Cobra.
Poofy. It could be a Cobra.
Medallion Wade's buffing the Sisu, swinging in, drawing him a card, doing exactly what this deck wants to do.
Taking out the dock, just cleaning up that side of the board. We have options in the hand here. We have a full 4 or 5 cards in our hand right now. It looks like we have
Yeah,
3 left. That's not looking good.
this is the showbiz rounds where I'm sure R&B knows he's absolutely cooked, but he wants to give us some entertainment.
It
So it's exactly as we
was a
said. It's that
Cobra.
Cobra. What is his lore total now?
It
Approximately.
is 11-10 approximately.
Gotcha.
We see the Elsa come
Elsa's
in.
honestly, even if it was at like 16 at this point, I would still say Lux is in a great position with all these sharks and abilities to reoccur draws. Eventually, he's going to find himself a Pirate's Life
Interesting.
too from this position. So
Using the Elsa.
probably wants to keep his shark full health and healthy. There's no way for R&B to top deck a card to take out the shark uh, if it has no damage on it because it's pretty much strength. There's no Zeus in the meta. Uh,
Right.
and, and cannons would kill it off the top. So he just really wants that
Oh,
shark to live.
Diablo is not what you want to see if you're R&B.
Not an exciting card by any means.
Dumbo comes down. All right, we're going to start doing Dumbo stuff. We are now 13-11 approximately. 14-11. We're gonna draw all the cards here. We could do one more Dumbo trigger with the nope, never mind. We're just gonna do a genie.
Love to see it. We're at that
Resting for 2 more.
point in the game where
16
we ran out of real
Dakota.
estate.
I throw in that Diablo into whatever. Yep, and
Got
there's the scoop.
nothing. All right. We get into this next game, and we'll see some lower totals. So it's gonna be a little bit more engaging.
Oh, we got best of 3 here. So Lux takes
Oh,
the
so
first
we got
game.
two more games of make sure we remember the lore totals or pay attention. All right. I always do this thing when I'm watching. Who do you think is the better shuffler?
Mm, I like the bit of riffle from R&B. Um,
Okay.
I think I like R&B shuffle a little bit better here. How
We
about you?
got vets right here. Yeah, I it's like flashier the way R&B does. He has like a little flare at the end.
Yeah.
They're shuffling around the same time and speed, but R&B is like showing it off a little bit. Like respect it. Advertising his sleeves.
If I know anything about Maelstrom, they're probably heavy play, and you can get 10% off or something.
10% off. Easy. Sponsored somewhere else. I didn't want to give the plug, but it is an any game sponsored team, so we'll promote it.
How did your team do this week while they shuffle up here?
We smoked our opponents. They were so trash. They were
Still
so bad.
undefeated.
No, dude, I wouldn't say that. It was a bye week for us.
Ah, so still undefeated.
Yeah, it's all undefeated technically. That'd be crazy if I just went on, went on like the casting thing. Is there blasting the team I just played? No, it was
Oh,
it's a bye week for us. Next week we play on the featured match, Freedom Gaming. So excited for that.
that'll be fun. Freedom Gaming
Yeah.
is new this season, I believe, right?
They were there last season, but a lot of their players moved back and forth. They lost Mike, I believe,
Okay,
as well as one of their other players. So like they've had like a lot of new additions and a lot of people moving in and out.
nice.
So yeah, I like me a good underdog team. I mean, they're a
Oh,
team
for
that a
sure.
lot of people have been hating on because like when the second a team loses one of their top or main players, everyone goes like, ah, they're cooked. Like, so a little part of me is rooting for them for every round except for the one we play them in. So I'm excited.
Love it. I am rooting for the Loungers this season. Sorry, sorry
I see
about
a
it.
lounger. I see a lounger's tag on your name. Shill.
Gotta support, you know?
Support you gotta support, man. I respect it. I respect it. All right. We see an ink
Diablo for
Diablo.
Diablo.
Love it. Double
Thrilling first
Diablo.
play.
Man, we have another year and a half of seeing that wonderful card likely. So get used to it. It's a pretty good card. One drop that draws you cards,
Oh,
that
yeah.
forces a swing.
And it's good to ink it right away to get it out of the way for later. So,
A lot better when there's board clears. You know what I really dislike is when we have this wonderful tech piece, this Cogworth,
Cogsworth, and we
and
keep inking it.
we keep inking it, man. I want to see it, man. See. I used to always get so annoyed when I played matches against people, and they're like, "Oh, I got lots of spice in my deck," and they would ink all their spice and then go with the traditional like one drop into ramp, into curve, into genie, into. I'm like, "Where's the spice?" You can't play it on turn when you're at 19 lore and go like, "Yeah, I got the spice on the board." But obviously, Cogsworth is not a great card at the start of the game, so that's why we're inking it early. It's also not an amazing card in this matchup per se, so unless we're given the opportunity.
I'm definitely one of those people that are like, yeah, this is. I took this deck and I made it my own and I just changed like one card or added one
Yeah, one card. Yeah, she couldn't find the fourth copy of something, so you
card.
just grabbed a random card.
That's exactly what happened. All right, so we got a
All right.
Mulan and a Lumiere on one side, and we see the Dragon Genie on the other, which is evasive on his turn. And looks like we are questing for one.
I think questing there, he's definitely trying to be a
Yeah,
swing, and the benefit too is it doesn't stop him from getting a valuable strength turn on the follow-up because he doesn't need 3, 4 characters yet. We're gonna play a 3 drop here, and most of them will die with a 3 damage strength with this genie. This is where Purple
nice.
Seal strives. It's this 1, 2, 3, 4 strength into like Elsa or another card draw piece. It's amazing.
Play the Sisu.
We
We're just going to remove it. That's one way
was
to
a
do it.
fall for the bait. And that's a testament to his skill and his ability. Like he knows that as long as he develops a wide, strong developed board, eventually RMB will have to turn sideways, and then that's when this Flanger Dinger deck pops off. It just steals games from you.
We see that Enchanted come down.
Pay top dollar for those things. It was like some haggling and pushing people to get those.
I wish I pulled one of those just so I could sell it and buy
Yeah.
just a play set of Dumbos.
Regular ones, yeah, that's so valid now. I used to be a max rarity man myself, and then life made me realize that it doesn't make sense to have a $7,000 look on the deck. And thankfully, I did sell it. A lot of these enchanted have gone down significantly in value on the second hand market. So rotation scared a lot of people.
A lot of people. Yeah. I purposely play with minimum rarity just for streams and things, right? Because
Yeah.
the glare is so much better on a non-foil anything.
Blair's better. Curling and like deck maintenance is so much easier.
Right.
I'm a competitive player as well, right? So anytime I'm like shuffling my deck or I start to notice temperature changes, it's always a headache having to go and like put like a book on top of your cards and like putting changing the temperatures to keep things good. I want to just play my cards. I don't want to have a maintenance schedule and a makeup schedule for my cards.
We see a dot come down to draw 2 cards. That's
RP curved
always
out pretty
nice.
well here. 1, 2, 3, 4 into Dumbo. Had the strength. He gets his dock to refill his hand. On the other side of the board, we're just sort of waiting for a good opportunity. But
Fire the
this cannon's
cannons.
gonna be crazy.
Huge. That
Genuinely, I
is
don't understand why
huge.
people play Iago anymore. Like it's just a. I know why they play Iago, but it feels so bad when that happens with improvise,
Yeah.
with cannons, hypnotic. So many ways to make your 4 ink play die efficiently.
And
'Cause those
at
games
some
where
point, like if you're Amethyst Steel, like you might as well play Iago because they're not typically your opponent's not going to have enough to banish both your Cobras and your Iagos.
yeah, there's our threshold where how many cannons can they truly have, right? And they started I gotta start picking between the Vantage characters.
We got board wiped at set champs and then played a 0 strength because I had nothing else in my hand and wiped out their Iago. So that was pretty awesome.
Oh, that's true, that works.
Still works.
You can shrink something for 0 to kill it? I didn't even realize that, that's hilarious. That is hilarious.
Deal 0 damage.
Provides another funny one, it's like, "Let me buff your thing, oh wait, it dead, it's dead." Alright, Dumbo getting some draws for R&B.
Did he
Oh,
come
you just
down?
all the cards are lining up right now for R&B. Love to see it.
We don't need an Yzma. We got plenty of cards in hand with Dumbo.
Yeah,
I
and he's
believe we should
patient, like,
be
he's
4
he's
to nothing
waiting.
right now.
R&B, right?
RB, yep.
He's being patient, he's keeping his stuff largely upright that he needs to. He needs a healthy board to, like, make sure those strengths can eventually take out a shark. Because if that shark comes down and he doesn't have enough characters and he doesn't have card draw in his hand, RB is immediately cooked.
Immediately, yep. Wonderful. See Pirate's Life this game or next. I see the Elsa come down to exert something. What are we exerting here? What would you exert here, I guess?
Not many options. I'd probably take out the genie or the Dumbo. Toast the quest down the Diablo. I highly doubt that's the target we're picking. Yep.
Yeah, taking
I
out
always find
the
it
Dumbo.
disrespectful when people quested down something that they're not gonna kill. I'm like, brother, just like let me keep my card upright. Like you're just giving me more work next turn. Like quest down this and pass turn. It's like okay, like why did we just do that? It's a good habit to have to not forget your trigger. So I can't complain too much, but
I feel like
there's
that's
a
the
little,
DKP
little petty.
mindset, right? Of doing everything you can no matter what.
Yeah, you gotta maximize all your effects.
Ice blocking things.
Just
Even
walking
when you
the
didn't mean to.
manor, putting things into manor, and then taking them out to the other manor 12 times. Like, all right, let me die, man. Let me lose. Okay. Now, this sports state could flip heavily for R&B side if he has a cannon or a strength. He has like some good swings here,
He comes
but
down for
the
some card
worry
draw.
is that Mulan. If we can't remove that Mulan and we exert and take out both of those threats, and we see a shift, it is terrifying.
Yeah. Playing 3 for a Genie again. Dragon Genie this time.
Could be a bait situation. We see some sideways action.
There's a strength
Okay.
on the Mulan.
The heads up play. Taking out the Mulan instead of the genie here.
Yep. And
I
throwing the
respect
other
that.
genie into the Elsa.
R&B's, it takes you one time in your life to get shift Mulan swing, take the game over for you to never let it happen to you again.
Yep.
That's a
You
man.
learn
That's a
that
man that's
lesson.
been shifted on before. That's a man that's been shifted on. It's like muscle memory at that point, like trauma just kicking in to stop that shift. I really like
See,
that play for R&B though. That was solid.
Seattle DLC. I was at one of the lower tables, and I was playing against a Ruby Emerald deck that had the queen that you could discard a card and gain the lore equal to it.
Mm.
No, Amber. What was it? Amber Emerald
I think it's
Queen.
Emerald.
Yeah, the queen is Emerald. So you exert the queen, and then you can discard something and gain lore equal to it. So they discarded a Maribel, gained 5, played a Sven, readied it, and then discarded a Robin Hood and gained 4 more. And I'm like, Mar, well, that thing's never living ever again.
Yeah, yeah.
I've learned that lesson.
When I was doing my first match of 1v1v1, like the commander format for Lorcana,
Yeah.
I was playing in Continentals, and they had like that as one of like the events. I was in a group, and somebody's like, "Oh, this person plays all the time. He's really, really good." So I told everybody, whenever you see a card this guy plays, kill it. It is probably we don't know why it's good, but it's probably going to end the game. And then one time they didn't listen to me. They didn't kill like this seamless. I think it was like the Jasmine thing that bounces everything back to your hand,
Yep.
and they shifted the Jasmine, bounce everything to everyone's hand, and then gain like 20 lore with their staffs. And I was like, see, like you can't let somebody that plays commander play against 3 people that don't, because they're gonna surprise you with things like that. But now I'm traumatized from that Jasmine. I'll never let it shift on me again. Same idea.
We see a Dumbo
Or-
come down.
Yeah.
We quest with a genie and we knock out the opposing genie with our genie. Seems real back and forth here. I believe we're at 7-0 still.
I think R&B is in a amazing spot from here. He just can't quest any of his non-evasives because this Mulan will become a threat. Now he can't quest evasives either unless he finds a strength. We've seen 2 strengths already, so we can actually. This is where the red deck kind of gets a chance to lock out the game a little bit. But see what happens. There's a lot of ways to take out a
We're gonna get
shark, and
Dumbo and
turning that
draw.
sideways. Turning that sideways just tells me he has the strength, or he's willing to take the risk and dig for it, and he doesn't care. A lot less major threats in red. This is part of the reason why Shark isn't played as much. Is worst case scenario, he grabs a spell. It's like hypnotic or like a player's life. It's not
Right.
gonna swing the game crazy, crazy. Like before them when they swung and then grabbed the beep rep. Very different
Right.
world.
Very different. I mean, at least a pirate's life will get you somewhere. Um, moving damage
Yep.
over. Yeah.
Getting rid
That's
of that
huge.
Mulan. Army's playing this matchup very, very well. He knows his threats. He knows what to worry about. He's familiar. Probably a testament to some of his teammates, like Humble, that like to play jank decks. So he probably has a lot of exposure.
Who we will see later.
Humble plays later? All right, that's nice. I wonder if he's playing Blurple since he's had so much success with it this set, or if he's decided to go back to his Mufasa ways. Not literally Mufasa, but jank ways.
Jankways for sure. We do see RMB go sideways with pretty much everything, saying, "Yeah, go ahead, pick and choose whatever you want. You're going to turn sideways, and then I'm just going to take it out with one of mine next turn."
That is the correct play. Like at most, we're removing like 1, maybe 2 characters.
And he goes to 13
Right?
lore he's currently at. So, I mean, he's pretty much 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He's at 8 lore on board right now. So, something has to get removed in order for at least one more turn.
We are getting rid of that. I'm assuming this shark will take out the Dumbo, but that puts us in a good spot in terms of ooh, we take the genie out.
He had to take
It's
out
not
the
bad
genie
play.
because he's at 13 lore right now. So, and that was 7 on board.
Gotcha. Additionally, even if he didn't have 13 Lori, it could be like a I'm playing around cannons type of play. I don't want you to cannon and then quest. That's pretty good.
Yeah. In one draw card.
Remember when this card first came out, I never saw a lot of people actually use the effects. They play their games and not actually use it. Nowadays, I see a lot of breaking records happening.
A
Uh,
lot.
a lot of breaking records. Making history, breaking records.
I'm surprised that Amethyst Steel is not running more Smash. Like
Yeah,
at least one or
honestly,
two.
I don't hate
It's
it.
it's inkable. It's more expensive, but it's inkable. And then you just get rid of Dumbos right away.
There's so much high card quality in so many decks. It's just so bad to draw it into like a blurple player sometimes, or when they don't have a Dumbo out,
True.
or like a blue green player. But it is a solid card into the mirror, a solid card into aggressive strategies. It doesn't
It's
kill the Tiana.
right.
It would be a 10 of if they kill the Tiana.
Yeah. I played somebody this weekend who was running a quick shot, and I was like, I haven't seen a quick shot ever in competitive play.
I don't even know what that card is, so that tells you.
Deal 1 damage, draw a card, and it's a 2 cost uninkable. It's a bad card.
Dump
He was
truck
making it
that
work.
draws the cycles. That's sick. I love that for everybody. Everyone should bring that to Milwaukee. That's a great card. This is Habibi certified. Every single person except for my
Quick
team
shots
should bring that card.
and dump trucks.
Quick choice and dump truck. That's the best cards you can bring. I promise to bring Merfolk if you bring those cards.
All right, so we're locking down the 2 questers, which are the bells here.
Seems all for naught though. From this position, there's so many draws R&B can get, which is Cobra. It's one of them.
Yeah, there it is. I think we were at 17 there, not 18, but it's close enough.
R&B did
We're
is the
guessing
most
here.
relatable thing ever right there. You might have missed it, but he just did something that I've done every single game of Lorcana since the dawn of time for me, and it's when the game finishes, picking up the next 3 cards and seeing what you would have drew. And
I can't do it. I can't
it
do
is
it.
such a bad thing. It is horrible for your mental health. I recommend you don't do it because it's every single time you do it, it's the card that you wanted the turn before. Every single time you do it. But I have to do it. I do the same thing with my mulls. I go like, if I just mulled one more, what would I have gotten? And that's not how you do mulligan strategy. But I want to know if I had a chance ever. Highly recommend you don't do it. But pro players like to know that it was in their own fates.
I've never done it with a mulligan. I did it once this past weekend, and I had to dig like 10 cards down, and I was like, yeah, I was never winning this game.
Yeah. Those are the ones that feels good. I had an instance where I went like it with my dog's deck. I went like quad tramp and I didn't find under the sea. And I was like, let me just see where it is. And they're both of the under the seas were at the bottom of the deck. I'm like, okay, I never had a chance anyways. We're
Right? Yeah.
fine.
That makes you feel a little bit better.
Yeah, it makes me feel a little bit better. Because if it was like the next card after quad tramp, I would probably flip the table.
It's a 50-50 shot of if it's good for you or not.
Either I hit or I don't.
All right, so we get the best outcome here is a game 3. That's what we love to see.
Yeah. Game 3, although Purple Seal on the draw isn't what it used to be. I'm not super excited for RB here. It would surprise me if I think he has an uphill battle from here. I actually have zero idea what the result is, and I think he is probably very unfavored to win this on the draw. but he's been playing it very, very well this matchup, and there's a lot of capacity for this red purple deck to brick. They're running King Undisputed and Sharks and a bunch of cards that are not one drop, two drop, three drop curves. So things can go wrong. Also, I haven't seen a single flinging dinging card.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm wondering
So
why, other than the shift, why play that
yeah,
Mulan?
I'm assuming it's just not the flinger dinger deck because if it was, we would see probably a Medusa at some point, maybe, or maybe he's holding it in his pocket and he's waiting to shock us for game three. So we'll see.
Saving that tech, just like the Cogsworth for game three.
That's it. That's it. Janicky on turn one every single turn, just getting him used to it always being in the Inkwell. Then from the top ropes, it's gonna come out and shock us all.
I don't know
Even
if you
a
saw that. I did
rush
not
six drop
like
alone.
RMB's draw there. That was messy draw.
Really messy
Dropping
draw.
cards and
Oh yeah, yeah. It is what it is.
compared to
R&B is.
compared to his shuffle,
Can you
just
imagine
finesse.
playing with all that glare constantly? Like he's playing shiny cards, it's reflecting his head onto his glasses. It's like a constant like like those prisms of light. That's literally what's
Right.
happening on a daily basis. Like
It's just
he
what he
has he has
lives
a
with.
little bit of leeway.
That's his strategy. Blind people.
Exactly. He goes his head to his shiny card to his glasses into the eyes of in the soul of his opponent. How do you compete with that, man? Like oh, we got the stretch, man. He's in it with the boxer shuffle. I can't wait for this.
We didn't ink a Cogsworth.
This is a historic moment. We actually didn't play a one drop.
We didn't play a one drop either. Neither
Both
of
did
them played
not
a
play
one
a one
drop.
drop.
What is going on?
All right. I love to see this. I love it when both players break or both players get a game. Oh, you top stack the Diablo. That's always like the worst feeling. It's like, oh, I don't have a one drop. Nice draw, one drop. Oh, cool. That's nice. I love playing these on
Should have
turn two.
mulled one more.
Yeah. You should have checked one more. All right. Let's see. So Mulan isn't out yet. We have a Jafar and a Lumineer. So we have like the setup pieces. The Jafar is a setup to take out those Dumbos, which was now sent to the Inkwell. Lumiere. Ooh, we're just going for the strategy with the
Yeah,
medallion weights.
we're gonna be challenging this round.
There's some crazy strategies with like Raya where you can just keep like swinging at everything and draw a million cards on tapping it. I haven't seen that inked yet, so it could be another surprise tech from the top ropes.
That would be fun.
Oh, we see a
All
surprise
right.
cat appear.
I was just about to say it too.
Yeah. You got good eyes. I
Double
don't think
Jafar.
anyone else does. Another
We tried
medallion
playing
weights
with those
taking.
non-glare sleeves. They still glare.
There's non-glare sleeves. That's a thing.
Yeah. I'm like, I'll try it. They were about the same price, so I was like, why not? Nope, didn't help.
What does that even mean? I glare is literally just the light. What are they? They're just going heavy matte. I'm assuming.
Yeah, heavy matte instead of shine.
Fine, makes sense.
But heavy matte still
Sure.
glares.
Yep. And it's Elsa here. We're in a great spot.
It has an
There is, of
Elsa.
course, an Elsa, and this is backbreaking. Taking out the Dumbo, it survives. Honestly, I would even quest maybe an Illuminaire here. Sorry,
For those
the genie here.
Yeah, for those wondering why the Elsa takes out the Dumbo, the Lumiere gives +1 strength to other characters. Not sure we explained that card yet, so thought I'd throw it
Oh
in
yeah,
there.
no. I love when people do that when they explain the cards throughout the game. You never know when you have a new person watching.
Yeah, and with rotation, I mean, now is the best time to start Lorcana.
100%. I was telling a buddy of mine that had stopped playing for a while, and he was intimidated about getting back into competitive play. I'm like, the card pool is basically like the first couple sets now. You have so little to actually know and so few lines to understand. So this is a great starting point.
Yeah. And we have Whispers in the Well coming up, which is going to be an awesome set.
It is gonna be very awesome. I'm excited for Whispers.
New
Very excited.
mechanics. It should be
New
interesting.
mechanics, new cards, returning cards,
Yeah,
potentially.
potentially.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. We don't do spoilers yet.
Not yet, not yet.
So we didn't opt to quest with that genie because of the Jafars on the other side, I believe. We see an Elsa come down to exert something. The Lumiere. I think that's the
This
right
is,
choice.
of course, yeah, this is amazing. The math now makes a little bit more sense for R&B. Things have stabilized. The hand size isn't crazy for Lux right now. Like we haven't a chance to come back here for R&B. What we really need to happen here is this Elsa needs to survive, and we need to develop a board and strength. That's
It would be huge.
that's gonna be the swing for the purple steel player on the draw. Is getting those efficient strengths. Maybe he plays in a Yago here, and we cannon it. That would feel great too. Ooh,
We take out the Elsa.
Medallion Weight's getting its effect. Getting to draw a card and buffs the genie, so it's strong enough to take out the Elsa.
A
Incan
4,
Illuminator,
playing a
another genie.
genie.
Probably one of the most played cards in Lorcana.
It's got to be up there, right?
A4 to play a card that draws me a card and has built-in protection with evasive is pretty solid.
And 2 lore. Yeah.
I did not skimp out on Genie. So we saw, so we did the Cobra effect and then docked to draw two, but he had a second dock. Sometimes I see people like playing a dock, not using the effect and waiting a turn, but R&B wants to take priority now. He doesn't want to play two for a 1/3 and just wait.
Yeah, also, if you draw an uninkable, then you're just getting rid of a card that you could have had in your hand next turn.
Exactly.
See, Hypnotic Strength onto that Cobra.
Especially at 5 ink, you can draw a genie and then into another genie, and then you're just never playing this dock because it's just stuck in your
Yeah,
hand.
it's just a dead card at that point. All right, so we see the whole board for R&B get wiped there. I believe Genie just quested for 2. I believe it's 2-2 right now. That's my best guess. See a
Thing about these
Happy and a
matchups
Diablo. Yeah.
is somebody's just gonna win, right? It's gonna be on the draw for purple steel. It's either based off how he started, he didn't go fast enough that he's just gonna burn his way to the win, and this doesn't look like a healthy situation for R&B, honestly.
Strength on the
Looks
Penelope, at least.
Yeah. Full hand versus no hands. The Dumbo, Genie, Sisu. We're gonna start drawing a million cards here. Anything turns sideways, medallion weights, punishes. Oh, this is where you get to watch your opponent play. This feels like when back in the other sets we had to watch our items blue red players do their turns and play solitaire for 20 minutes while we waited.
It was me. Good times.
And then you guys would always pass turn and be like, "Are you done?" I'm like, "Brother, you just took 40 minutes to like to draw cards. I'm gonna take my sweet time to play this Ariel."
Playing the White Rose and just questing with the Diablo from R&B. That's not what you want. Not with Dumbo and 2 other evasives on board. We're gonna be drawing a lot of cards here.
Honestly, in this position, if Army is as low lore as I believe he is, I wouldn't even kill that Dumbo. Sorry, that Diablo. I would just start questing, take priority, take run away with the game. You have no reason to fill up R&B's hand here, and he can gain that one tick lore here and there. This
Right.
red purple player is gonna win far quicker. We haven't seen a Pirate's Life yet. I'm starting to believe it's not in the deck at this point. Um, but that's also another auto win from this
Oh,
position. Oh
High
my,
Templar
we saw it!
Barrage.
Let's
It happened.
go!
He did the thing.
That's what I mean by tech, though. Like he just won all 3 games without it. That was cool.
I
That
didn't get
was
to see what he
exciting.
brought back. I was too excited.
I don't see yeah.
I believe the current total is 8-4 in favor of Lux.
It's gonna get a lot more confusing to keep track of. So pay very close attention with the shark. Calhoun comes out.
We see a Genie and a Calhoun.
I think all he can, so which is keeping yourself upright, hoping you draw a dock, going wide, strengthening the shark, and then hopefully turning sideways for enough. But at this point, there's too much card advantage on one side of the board. Too much board advantage, honestly, too. That's a terrifying board to look down across.
Yeah, and at this point, like with the Genie, I think I just quest the Genie instead of using the Dumbo effect just to get the extra lore. Because I mean, I've
100%.
got a handful of cards. Elsa is going to exert Genie.
There's also not a lot of things this Calhoun can even swing at. Everything's evasive. Playing
Hypnotic
Hypnotic on the
Strength.
Elsa.
That's
I'm hoping to not
+1.
use the medallion weights either. Assume that we just use that over the Hypnotic.
Well, we get to get the Hypnotic back with Shark, potentially.
Maybe filling up that graveyard, yep. Discard.
I believe we are currently at 13-4. If I counted everything that just happened there.
Give or take. We're currently at Lux is probably going to win, and RB needs a miracle.
We see a strength.
It's probably the strengths, but unfortunately, a little too late, and after the board doesn't exist anymore.
Taking out the Elsa. Gaining 2 with the Calhoun. Taking out the Cogs. And looks like we're questing for 1 more with the White Rose.
Okay,
Bought ourselves at least another turn.
that's 3 and double
And 2
action.
actions. Yep.
He had a row. Oh no, that was his. Okay, so that's game 1.
Game 1.
Do you think that went as expected, or
I'm surprised how well the Ruby deck did for not being well represented. Let me switch us to the casters.
I think it's worry is not this matchup. If it was just this matchup and aggro decks, it would be one of the stronger picks to bring to DLC Milwaukee, for example. I think the
Yes,
issue is with this deck is that Blurple matchup. It is
Blurbo for sure.
so bad into Blurple. It is probably one of like the decks like, close to like Purple Seal in terms of how bad it is. So, oh my, I saw a card I really like there come out. I got a little sneak peek.
We're going to transition right into it. Let's just keep going here. Let's keep rolling. Yeah, I feel like R&B kind of hit a wall on that last game, and just couldn't keep up.
That's usually what happens with purple seals. Either you get to do the strength thing and pop off on the play or even on the draw, or you don't get to do anything. And we see I'm gonna assume a dog's deck. I'm gonna assume a dog's deck, but it looks like a build variation that is focused with the Tianas and the Auroras. Probably the only reason you would ever play that one drop is for that Tiana. or Vanellope, which some people are playing around with. Oh, a
Oh,
dog mirror. I'm excited that I'm getting the opportunity to cast this.
this is exciting. I'm I'm
Who let
excited
the
to listen
dogs
to you
out?
cast this.
I'm so excited. So I'm so heavily like in favor of this Pluto player. I'm a big believer that Pluto is so much better than Aurora in these dogs decks. However, I'm curious to now see the matchup and how they operate in the mirror. Um, we're gonna see this Tiana come out, I'm assuming, because we did exert and we chose not to play that one drop for free.
Zatiana
Yeah, there it is.
enchanted.
He's flexing, flexing. And who are the players that are playing right now?
We have Chris on the Lux side, Chris
Yeah,
Oyola, and Kurt Spice on the
so,
Maelstrom time.
Third Spice, what two titans in the game, honestly.
Yeah.
Yola was heavily involved online, all over the place. Super big Amber Steel player for a while, very successful. Kind of funny to see a lot of these Amber Steel players switch. And oh, it's not actually a dog's mirror.
Interesting.
It's Pluto in Amber Steel. And very different build. We see a bodyguard come down as well, which is actually really helpful. Keeps this Pluto protected. This is amazing. But yeah, heavily very popular Amber Steel player, as well as another very popular Amber Steel aggressive player. Sorry, Steel Song versus Steel Song aggressive player. Now both having to find somewhat new homes. It looks like Kurt
Yeah, a little
Spice
bit.
found a way to still play Amber Steel. What a guy.
It's interesting to me the amount of variation in the Amber Steel decks. Some of them running Sleepy, some of them running the uh, Darling. No, not Darling. Jim Deere Bodyguard.
Yep.
Some not running Bodyguard at all until Pluto on turn 4. So
Four cost Pluto, yeah. This is a very favored traditionally matchup for the dogs player. There's so many targets for Under the Sea. And pretty much the only way Kurt Spice can take this win usually is through obviously proper navigation, questing at the correct time. So we always have to worry about that 2 cost tramp, which isn't out yet, as well as playing Pete's on strategic times, Rhinos at strategic times.
which Spice is
There's
on
not a
the
lot of
dog
characters
deck.
that don't die. Well, Kurt Spice is on the dog deck. Yes, yes. But yeah, it is going to be a hard time for Amber Steel.
Should we be at 4 lore there?
3. Oh, you mean from the earlier quest as well? Yeah.
Yeah. I believe we should be at 4.
Tiana questing for 2. Aurora quested on turn 1, or sorry, turn 2.
Turn
Yeah.
2. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
no,
sure
no,
the
no.
judges will.
Sorry. The Aurora went into the Bodyguard. I see I barely see the dice there.
Oh, there's a dice there.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's
Yes.
the yellow dice.
Love when they make it so exciting for the casters to try to guess what the damage is. Ooh, we see a strength. I'm assuming a strength. Something turned
Strength.
sideways. We'll find out why soon. There's no
Nope.
way. Okay.
Never mind.
It never turned sideways. Never happened. It's all an illusion.
Placement.
Ooh,
Nice.
flexing. All
There's the
right.
strength.
All right.
That was good.
Ayula getting to play the moose. We had an Amber Steel chat for a while, and a big debate between me, Ayula, likes of Wochuk has always been the validity, and Abumi as another member, uh, was the validity of that moose. We had a lot of moose believers and moose haters.
Sven's a
We see it
reindeer.
come back. Well, we called him a moose because I'm Canadian, and you could
Yeah,
probably
fair
assume
enough.
with that group
I
of individuals what kind of conversations are happening. But you're
You
right,
are
it
the
is a
moose expert
reindeer.
here out of the two of us.
I listen, listen, it's Thanksgiving today, again or tomorrow, so
It's
practicing
exciting.
Canadian heritage. Let me cope. It's a reindeer.
Playing that
Uh,
Sven was actually really good because you could reuse the Pluto effect and play that Mulan for free.
yeah, you getting a chance to play two things with Pluto. You can do the same thing with Aurora as well. Oh, you can do the same thing with Aurora because Aurora is a quest ability. Pluto is an exert ability. So
Yeah,
that's actually you could also even quest with Pluto and then untap it, use its effect. That's
pretty good.
fun, spicy tech. I love that. Bringing in the fun, spicy tech to the ICL with Milwaukee in the
Yeah,
horizon. You gotta respect it.
that's what we're here for.
Some people are taking things seriously. They don't wanna lose. A lot of major top teams last season didn't get a chance to make it in anymore, so
We see an improvise come down there to draw a card.
I'm assuming we were gonna try to kill this Happy based off the previous turn. We're not going for any kind of under the sea play. We're just trying to sort of combat the board itself. Taking out this Pluto here. You can probably take out the Mulan, the lady as well, or the Pluto. They'll have a choice after they get past that bodyguard. It just makes it pretty awkward though on the swings backs because that Mulan now and that Sven would pretty much clear the dog's board. The dog's deck needs to have characters alive, or a lot of their cards read unplayable. It's an affinity deck, one way or another. It needs to have as many characters on board to reduce the cost of things. Curious to see where we go from here. We see a Merryweather. That's a good way to pump and make the math work out in your favor.
So we could take out the bodyguard and something else here.
Yep. What are we pumping here? So the improvised pump, I believe the lady. The lady now is a 2/3, and we're buffing the other lady. So now that dies. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, sorry, we buffed the Aurora. Okay. And we're opting to keep that lady upright, I'm assuming? If that ain't a telltale sign that he has a shift, I don't know what is.
You might see a Park Avenue coming down soon.
Now, a backbreaking play here is another strength. We haven't seen any Ursulas.
That's a good point. Yeah. The dog stack traditionally runs on low ink, right? Around 2 to 3. That's what you
Yeah, you
shoot
never
for.
really wanna get above 2 ink most of the time, but when you're in this kind of brawly board state, that's when you prefer to be at, like, 3, 4 because you wanna be able to shift the lady or even play 1 raw. It's a different game now, right?
Right.
This already hasn't gone the way, Kurt wants it to, um, based off of how he's been doing all these combat swings and trades, but that's a testament to Kurt's skill himself. The fact that he's trying to figure out a way to make it happen, even when he doesn't draw the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tramp line. So you got to be able to like take your other lines and be able to win. It with the different methods the deck gives you, and there is a lot. There's a lot of ways to combat in this deck. We see another Sven come out, so there's at least one moose and one reindeer. Um, at this point,
That Sven is a huge card for the Amber Steel player. I believe it's a 4/3, so it can,
it's a 3/3, but yeah,
it'll clean up a lot.
4 cost 3/3 untaps a character. It was very good back when we had more impactful songs because you can do that kind of effect with double singing. But here comes the shift that we expected.
Bringing those two back.
Aurora Merryweather.
Opting for the Merryweather here because we have to deal with those Svens, I assume.
Yeah. We can ink play a 1 drop and then now threaten to take out the other Sven. We're gonna take out the Pluto here, and then even if we want to just swing into this lady, it's super inefficient to lose these two characters. So curious to see where we go from here. But Kurt's doing an amazing job at stabilizing the board. Uh, choosing not to ink. Resource management is really important with dogs. You can't just just ink every turn because you have no card draw. Literally, the only card draw is bringing things back from your grave occasionally, or cycling with the improvise, which is not even a card draw really because you're just cycling.
Yeah, yeah. It just replaces itself. That rhino is
Yeah.
big. Has resist too when it is undamaged, so it could take out that lady if it wanted to and still survive. We
Yep.
do see an Aurora and a Forever Lilo or a Zombie Lilo come down.
Eula keeping his board unsusceptible to Under the Seas. Um, it's getting to a point in the game where it's looking like it's steering away from the dogs player. But we have to remember we still have that Merryweather, we still have Tramp. We have a lot of ways to like trade one for one with these characters. Tramp here would be huge. So one drop plus a Tramp if he does exert everything, but chooses to only exert the Rhino, which is a very heads up play. No reason to show these Fens uh, and like let them swing because the one thing about this dogs deck is it has no way to interact with besides Under the Sea unexerted thing. There's nowhere cloud kickers, nothing like that or of any sort. So you're just basically waiting for your opponent to turn sideways inefficiently and then trying to swing the game.
Something that's interesting here is that we're seeing two of the what most people consider the more aggro decks trying to be control at the same
Oh yeah,
time.
I always say this locally and everyone laughs at me, but I said dogs is a control deck. It's not an aggressive deck. I think if people are playing dogs aggressively. Oh, we saw the two cost tramp, so that's amazing for the trade. Aurora taking out a Rhino, as good of a trade as you can possibly get.
Huge.
Exerting the Lilo saying, I don't care if you swing, you gotta turn sideways eventually. And worst case scenario, I keep re-looping this thing. We're in a big swing here, but I think the both of these decks have a very control aspect when they start playing against uh, other aggro decks.
Yeah.
One of them is trying to use strength at opportunistic times and cannons and trying to control the board and do that kind of stuff. The other one's trying to under the sea the other opponent or Tramp or Merryweather. So they're all we're all trying to do the opposite of what we're playing against.
Yeah, you mentioned
Although
Tramp,
when
and we just saw it happen. The Tramp is when it comes down, you give plus whatever number of characters you have in play strength wise to another character. That's why we saw the Aurora take out the Rhino there. So it gained
amount of
plus
times we
4.
should probably explain a lot of these cards because like especially dogs, like a lot of people have not seen this deck, even with the gain in popularity. And the amount of times I play this and people are reading my card, like, how did you do that? It's pretty frequent.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Dogs is going to be a very popular deck at Milwaukee. So
Excited. May the best
ev-
dog win.
everybody should learn these cards. That's for sure.
Oh, having some technical difficulties going on the phone.
Yeah, maybe that was judges or something. We can jump ahead here. Oh, too far. All right. The one good thing is we get to skip past judge calls. So paying 2 for the penny,
There you
giving
go. And
the
no ads,
resist, and
except
no
for
ads.
this game is sponsored by.
When that penny comes down, it does remove 2 damage from chosen character and gives it resist +1. So opting to just give that resist to the Tiana. And questing with
Wonder
the
how many
Tiana.
uninkables is being run by a Eula in this deck.
Yeah, this is interesting. It's not the Truby Tuesday build, which runs a lot of uninkables, upwards of
This
20.
seems like more, honestly. With Pluto's also being in this deck, like, did he cut Nala? We haven't seen a Nala yet. It's not great in this matchup, so thankfully he hasn't seen a Nala yet. But I'm curious to see how many uninkables there are in there. The more cards we see, the more the truth will be revealed.
We do see Kurt opt to not return that Lilo to the board.
Comes
The Lilo
under
does
the
have to be
sea,
returned before you draw.
100%.
Under the Sea was huge there. Getting rid of that
Yeah, took out
Tiana.
the Tiana. Now we can actually go back to making some of these efficient trades that we had access to in the past.
Playing, I believe that's a Pluto once this camera re-autofocuses.
Yeah. Where's the shades? I need some glasses.
There we go.
So didn't take the Leo, but only played a Pluto. I wonder what the other card in our hand is right now.
It'd be a 7 tramp.
Yeah. I feel like we'd take the Lilo if that was the case, but maybe we were trying to find an inkable, and us not finding one actually kept us off of playing that tramp this turn.
We
No,
are
you saw it
just
the right element.
overrun by moose on the other side right now.
Oh, so one moose, one reindeer, one horse at this point. That's up your alley, Dakota.
Yeah.
I think so. We can make assumption here.
Living out here in the country.
Yes, sir.
I was late today because I had to put my chickens away.
Oh,
We do see the Lilo come back here. Or did we just play another Lilo? I think this is the same Lilo that came back, and we played a Merryweather.
same one being looped. Give set Lilo, flexing on the haters. There's a lot of enchanted, honestly, in the ICL. People like to flex. Gotta bring up my game for my next match.
I wonder how many people bought all the Elsa boxes for their Amethyst decks so they could have the new sparkly.
Sparkly one, man. The Tinkerbell, it looks like the enchanted. It is
It's
very nice.
nice. I like it.
I I I'm usually a hater on most of these cards, and I saw them. I'm like, these are pretty ugly, but that looks way better in person. I recommend you see them in person.
Bring
So
that
we see the
Lilo back
Lilo coming
again.
in every single turn, and this looks like a no
Merryweather.
Merryweather.
And we'll pay the 1 to buff something.
Let me move it here. Probably the Daisy, so we can make the swing and then keep our character nice and healthy. We get to still quest with the previous Merryweather. Oh, he chose to use the same one he just played, which is technically illegal. I hate when people do that. You're like, ah, you just played that one. I'm like, I have two. Like, let's just pretend this one is that one. Like,
Right, make me move
everything's
my
gonna be
hand a
okay.
little bit further. Exit
Yeah,
my
like it's
thing just to make me ready it.
the same thing, man. Like, we both know what's going on here. So we're at 12-8. We're opting to go with a really inefficient trade, but there's no choice at this point. To double swing into this 4/4 lady with our Rhino and our Sven.
Playing
Probably
another
feels
Rhino to
really bad.
subtract 1 strength from something.
Maybe that came in last turn.
Did that?
No, this turn. This turn. No,
Oh
no,
yeah,
no.
it's a new one.
That was this turn. So many like quads of the same thing. We have like multiple hordes of Rhino, hordes of different versions of four-legged creatures.
You got a herd of
And we
moose.
see allegedly a moose.
Allegedly.
Just say this. Um,
So it looks like that
okay.
Rhino did debuff the Lilo so that the Sven could just take it out without taking any damage and maintain its board state, which is smart. Smart play there. To You're not gaining lore, but you're not allowing
He's
them
not grabbing
to
that Lilo back.
have that Lilo. Yeah, interesting.
So he probably has some solid cards he just wants to keep upright, go for the win here. Or he's going for a tram play. We haven't seen it yet. But it's a 7 cost character that costs 1 less for each character on board. Lets you draw and discard based off of that number. So in this case, he can just play a 7 cost character for 3 ink.
And having the 2 cards in hand allows him to keep at least one of the cards. So
Exactly. So we're not choosing to go for the finishing line, and we're just going to start at least making 1 trade and then questing. That's good. Paying 3 for a Lady Ursula. No cards.
in
I
hand.
love that. It's a classic though. Ooh, I got nothing.
Yeah.
It's like I got nothing. And now we are presenting lethal. After trades, though, it's a different situation. Just to see why we didn't just quest with everything. Um, we're seeing how to put it
Giving
out.
another character, I guess.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's lethal.
Yeah, there it is.
Had it anyways. Game 1. With winning without seeing a tramp 7 cost or a under the sea. Oh, it's not an under sea actually. It very ineffective under the sea, I would say largely, to killing 2 characters and leaving a lot of stuff on board. But that 4/4 body was like a titan for that lady. A lot of people are cutting down to that to like a 1 of or a 2 of, where you just get to brick them. This is
Oh,
a testament of how valuable that card can be.
and I think that Under the Sea, even though it was only 2 cards, getting rid of that Tiana was huge.
You don't have any way to interact with that thing unless you have a huge board and you tramp and swing in, or you do that under
Yeah.
the sea. So I think it was a happy turn for him.
All right, let's see if being on the play now changes things for the Amber Steel side.
Gonna be definitely much better. I would definitely say this becomes a now testament to how risky Ayula wants to be with his strengths. It is off curve to make your dogs player play an Ursula on 2. However, if you get to play a strength in a cannon against a dogs player, and you sign a soul read that they don't have that Ursula, it is going to be very difficult for Kurt to pull this out of the tank. So there's 2 routes you can really go as the Amber Steel player here. This I know Ayula's not really playing a traditional uh Amber Steel build right now, but he could go super, super fast and say, "Good luck finding that Undersea. I'm gonna find a P before you." Or he can go controlling and say, like, I want all your affinity characters, all your characters that get value off of having a wide board to not exist. You're just gonna have a bunch of 1 drops and have a bunch of Svens and Rhinos that don't really trade really well.
I
So
think one
we
thing that'll
got
be interesting
fun
is to
one.
see if he keeps the Pete this time because we saw him ink the Pete on turn 2
Yeah. You want to
in the
dig
first
into that
game.
like the mid game and like the turns 4, 5, 6. Like it's hard to keep it in your starting hand of this Amber Seal because you're playing those dogs, but it feels really bad to ink it. A lot of people aren't playing 4 copies or even 3 copies. So
Yeah.
it is a high value card in those situations and in these matchups. This is why you play the Pete's, is for these kinds of situations.
But one extra turn with the Tiana, though, would be huge, especially with all those
Oh yeah.
fans. Whew.
If we saw a Pete in the mid game, there wouldn't be much to talk about with the under the sea or everything that happened afterwards. Yeah, a very quick game.
So, for those that don't know, in the ICL, this is team play. So, because Lux won the first game, then Maelstrom was on the play for the second round. So whoever wins this one, the other team will be on the play for the third round.
And the third game actually is impactful. We learned that heavily. Even if, technically speaking, we can have luxury to take the 2-0 here and be technically the victors of this round. Going 3-0 is very important. It helps you a lot with breakers. It helps you a lot with your actual like matches later, because you can go 3-0, 3-0, and then lose one game 1-2 and actually be higher than a team that just won 3 games, but won them all in 2-1.
I'm
So
thinking
see an
Gogo
Aurora
to
and a
play
Lady
Lady.
start.
Yeah.
Gogo is one of the worst cards in this matchup. You're like almost never gonna get some real value. Everything has resist. And if you're gonna swing at something, it's probably gonna be to try to kill it.
The Sven's last game though did have a decent amount of damage on them. They
We are
had two
choosing to
damage each
quest this
side.
Aurora. That is a high risk play. In this
Yes.
economy with Merryweather and Tramp, I'm not
And
sure if that's a healthy choice.
and this lady gets +1 strength for each character you play.
Each character you play get +1 strength. There is a multitude of characters you can play that give it a buff, counting themselves plus their effect. Um, to be noted that this Aurora has resist, so you're gonna have to do more than just play 2 characters here. It has to be a Tramp or a Merryweather to buff it enough, and we do see the Tramp.
Yeah.
So that
There
is
it is.
now 3 attack, which should get over the resist for this Aurora. But we're opting to just quest instead.
Hmm.
Okay, interesting. No respect for that Aurora. I'd be ashamed they didn't kill me.
Not worried about the Tiana, I guess.
Not worried about the Tiana. I'm assuming that they know their hand doesn't have many characters that can take advantage of the Aurora, because otherwise they would have played it last turn instead of playing that penny.
Right.
So it might be a big soul read here from Kirk, just saying you don't have anything to reduce. So that's literally just a 1-2 that quests for 1. I don't care. A lot of people aren't playing the 3-drop Steel Lilo, so there's no way for you to kill my lady. I'm going to take my 3 lore here, and maybe I'm going to go for a fast win, despite being on the draw.
Oh, inking the strength to play a lady. No,
Ooh, no effect.
that's rough. And
Yikes.
just passing. Ugh.
You don't love to see it, but
I feel like we might have bricked here.
looks like a bad hit. No effect. It's probably just a bunch of rhinos and Svens in there.
Shifting the lady under the sea.
Shift onto the sea, the full nuts. Every cashew and peanut and almond you needed right there. We have the 1-drop into the 2-drop Tramp into another 1-drop Lady. All ones that don't die to cannons, which is very important in this matchup. That could be something that's stuck in Eula's hand. And we had the shift under the sea.
Inking a
This
strength,
is as
playing
close to I
Aurora.
can see it as you can get.
Yeah. Yeah. 2 cards in hand. Maybe one of those is a dock to draw more. Otherwise, there's no other draw.
Well, there's
Getting
not a lot of lore
dangerously low.
put on right now, and this Rhino does trade very well into this Lady. So depending on how great the other cards are in Kurt's hand, this could swing. I've seen crazier things.
Improvise.
Improvise cycling, that's a sign his hand's not amazing. Maybe he's trying to pump it up to get to 3. Although it's not a character, it still pumps up the lady, so it still gives it the ability to gain +1. Now that lady is a 2/3, still doesn't quest for 3 yet. Maybe we're looking for that 1-drop to potentially get it to a 3/3. Or rather a 3 lore quester.
Then we're just going to
That
keep
is just
everything
great.
upright and pass. There's the Tiana and the dock.
Nice. What a swing, honestly.
That's huge. And we're just gonna pass, keep everything safe for a turn to
Now,
hopefully use
this
that
kind of looks like
Tiana.
he has another under the sea. That was a very bricky hand. I feel like we would have played the tramp or got towards close. If we don't see a tramp here, it's definitely an under the sea.
How many under the seas do you think Kurt is on? Two or three or four?
Depends how greedy he is. There's a
Ooh,
tramp.
tramp.
I believe two. If he's playing Chromocon. If he's not playing, he's probably playing three. We haven't seen any scrumps as of yet or any cost reduction things, so I'm gonna just say two. But that doesn't stop it from sticking in your hand. Oh, he did the thing where what I usually do with these tramps to sort of like psych out my opponent is like when I grab my cards,
Hmm?
I'll like grab them and then I'll like shuffle them in to each other so they don't know what cards I had in my starting hand and I chose to keep versus what cards I drew off of the tramp. That because it's a big tell. It's a lot of information you're
Oh
giving your
yeah.
opponent. If you go like, okay, just do these and then send them away, it's like, okay, you already had what you wanted. Versus if I shuffle, you have no idea if I had it or if I drew into it or what's going on.
Resting for one. Hoping that something gets turned sideways here. The rhino, I'm guessing.
Like probably baiting the swings here. He also has access. Like he can't swing the. It has to be the rhino that swings, so he's forcing that to exert. And then the benefit of it is the whatever tramps, whether it be seven cost or two drop tramps, can really put him in a good favorable spot. Now he chose not to use the Pluto last turn, so it kind of shows that he doesn't have the seven drop tramp because he might have been able to play multiple tramps then if he used the Pluto trigger.
True. Oh, the Sven comes down to re-ready the rhino.
Sven is popping off. Yo, let those Canadians out, man. Let's go. The
Man, you played
mooses are
Amateur this
loose.
weekend. I might have to put Sven in after watching this.
Oh, I love it. The start of the set, everyone started talking about Tiana. I'm like, okay, force Sven. Like
Yeah,
untap a Tiana, which you can do, and then start making your swings. Like, okay, we see a seven cost ramp. At this point, Kurt he's doing the shuffling thing, which I love. Kurt's getting an opportunity now to basically choose what he wants the most out of his hand. Like when you play multiple tramps in a row, it's very stressful for your opponent because your opponent literally can have whatever card they think is best in that situation. You're seeing so many cards.
so many cards. Five on the last one, four on this one.
Yeah,
That's huge.
like
Notably
two own
discarding
worlds.
the zombie Lilo so that it's able to be brought back easily.
One of the best factors about this deck is being able to like send those Lilos away.
Also sending away the Go-Go, which is a great play because you could always bring it back with the Lady Park Avenue later and use it if you
Yep,
needed to squeak out a win.
exactly.
We have been at three turns where we are pretty much locked at 4-1. Just
Yeah, I mean, at this point, just one person trying to find a under the sea to maybe swing the game in their favor, and the other person is doesn't want to quest because it is so likely that Tiana doesn't actually protect their board, and they're being smart about it, right? This Tiana is an illusion of safety, but there's a certain point in threshold where too many turns go by, and then I see a lot of the Amber Steel players go like, "YOLO, I just got a quest." So it's definitely a Russian roulette right now of who's going to get it first and who's going to lose patience first and just go for it. Now we have a Lawrence, we have a Sven, we have a Rhino. Lawrence technically still loses to Under the Sea because people they can just swing a one drop in and then cast it anyways. So we're choosing the minus the lady. Are we finally starting the quest?
looks
Yes.
like we are.
So Yola saying, I am sick of waiting. Show me those tramps. I don't think you have them. The 2-cost tramps that buff things based off the meta characters you have on board. And he's kind of taking priority here.
He does have 10 on board, 10 lore on board. So, uh, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 lore on board. So he's one off from Lorthal. We're having
Yep.
story.
Notably, if we make trades right now, it's pretty dicey for the dogs player. And even if we don't have the Undersea now, it's very scary because the top deck Undersea just locks it for the Amber Steel player. So
Yeah.
despite seeing most of what you wanted to do at the start of that game for the dogs player, we're not getting an opportunity to sort of run with the game and start questing.
Not
'Cause
comfortable here. Bringing the Lilo back.
I thought he has what he needs, and he's gonna quest this turn, if anything. Or he wants to bait a swing.
Bringing back
We'll
that
see.
extra character so that it only costs 1 for the 7-cost tramp.
Triple tramp. What is this? Christmas? Oh, we're seeing
Oh,
it.
oh,
Come on.
oh.
Oh, the wrong
2-cost tramp.
one.
All right.
That's still pretty good.
Yeah.
That's gonna basically eliminate the Tiana with whatever he wants. Funny enough,
Eh,
not swinging at that Aurora from that turn one. It's still. Oh no, it's dead. It's dead. I thought that was still
It's
on board. I was
discard
gonna say,
pile.
like, is this still on board? So we took out the Tiana. Now we can start making swings. Ooh, you see a Pluto. Now 7-cost tramp.
Oh,
Another
another
2-cost
tramp.
tramp. That's really good. This can take
That's
out the Rhino
huge.
and live. And now we can finally quest
And we gave
or make more trades.
3. Did we give we got 3 on the lady now, right? Because we played 3 characters.
Lilo Tramp Tramp.
That can
And
quest for
only doing it
3.
with 3 ink because we had that Pluto. Took out the Sven and getting to quest for 3. This is
It was a huge
why
momentum shift.
patience pays off. Only thing that could have made this better was an additional Under the Sea, which you can't have everything. Double Tramp and to double 2-cost Tramp is pretty solid. I would not complain if I was the likes of Kurt. Second the discard.
Only 1 card in hand, I think.
No Lilos.
No, he lives. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We're 1 short on the for Lorthal, I believe, on the dog side. Fire the cannons.
Oof, that's not a great 1-card to have.
No, it is not.
I guess I got a Tramp 7-cost, which is cool, I guess. The Rhino can swing into the Lady, and then the Lawrence and Mulan can finish another Tramp, but you just lose your majority of your board. So he's at this point figuring out what he wants to remove, which that's the highest value target right now, and deciding if he wants to just try to race if he even can. The answer is no.
Definitely take out the
Swinging,
lady.
yeah, the Rhino, the Lawrence.
Lawrence could take out the other lady,
What
and
is it?
still
The
have
three,
4
both
strength.
three. Yeah,
Yeah,
make it so at
and,
least eats 2 bodies or eats a body and then a turn.
and take out the Pluto.
efficient as it can be. And at this point, you ask yourself if you value the damage being put on this Lilo, or if you rather quest. It's been a great match. I will say
Yeah.
this has been very swingy. I love the Amber Steel versus Dogs matchup. I think it is one of the most exciting matchups because, as we said in game one, it's like two very aggressive strategies doing their best to role play being control decks. It's amazing.
I think you throw the Lilo at the Larry here just to
Yeah, Lilo
protect the
at
board.
Larry is fine. You can honestly just quest at this stage. I think that's what we're gonna opt to do. Let the Larry swing, take out a one drop. It doesn't really math out to kill this tramp either, so it doesn't do much.
Oh, and another Lilo.
Looks like it's gonna be very difficult for Zambrasil to come back. We need some dock into strength action.
Yeah, I guess that's not a dock in his hand. He probably would have slammed that down right away.
Land that immediately. Looks like
Oh,
swinging there might be a cannon.
another one. Or a strength, I guess. Could be a strength. Oh, Daisy. Okay. Thought it was another
That's
cannon, so I was like,
lethal.
oh
One,
man.
two, three, four, five, six, seven. Oh, not yet.
Nope. One short.
Oh, it looks like I can see it. That's a classic. Let me flip the
Yep.
next five cards in my deck. Yep. Just show you how cooked I was.
All right. So we
Yeah.
see Kurt on dogs taking 2-0 there. So that means
Very
luxury
favorable
will
matchup for
be,
him.
yeah, I think luxury will be on the play next round.
Going on the play, they need a win. Getting 0-3 is horrible for your stats.
Luxury won the
Horrible.
first round. It's 1-1 right now.
Yes. Oh, it's 1-1. Perfect, perfect. I'm tripping. You know what it is? It's because I keep switching sides and my brain's going like
For those watching, they're switching sides for him, not for you. They're on the right side for you
oh,
guys.
perfect. Really, you should have just never said anything. It just made me look crazy.
All right, I have match 3 ready to go if you are.
I'm ready to shoot. Let's go. 1-1. Okay, there you go. Game three, exciting game three. Winners decided.
On the luxury side, we have, I don't know if I'm saying this right, Danzor?
Dak
Danxor?
Dagsaur.
Daxor. Yeah, all right.
He
And
is a
on the,
online player, very
and,
popular online player,
okay.
and judge.
And judge, nice. We love judges. Shout out to the judges. On the Maelstrom side, we have Humble.
Good
So,
old fashions, off meta, humble.
classic. All right, let's get
I
right
love
into it.
him.
We should be starting right around now. All right, looks like we are inking a Mimfint.
He's got
Passing,
cool Lurkana chips. Where's my Lurkana chip?
right?
I want a poker chip. Come on.
Since we're not allowed to use dice as hand markers anymore, I mean, you got to do something, right?
That's it. Ink
Inking
Tipo. Boo. Don't be Blurple. Boo.
Basil. Yep, here we go.
So in the ICL, you cannot play the same color combination more than once. So at this point, we are likely going to be seeing a Blurple mirror, uh, unless it's something crazy rogue.
Sapphire Steel could be possible.
It is a possibility.
Sale. Play
He
sale.
had Ripple Ramp in his hand. Some people just get everything, man. I'm jealous. I can never play these blue decks. I don't know how they do it.
And it
All
is
right, we see
blurple.
one Blurple.
Both sides are blurple. The luxury side inked a Mimfint on the first turn. And there's a
We're
Monstro.
making a Monstro. Yeah. Okay. Blurple
Done.
Mirror. Okay. I'm gonna go to bed. Do me a favor and wake me up in 40 minutes when the game actually starts. All right.
Right. This is probably where we do an ad break, right?
Yeah, this is where we talked about how our day's going. Well, both Blurple players just ramp and stare at each other's boards until they reach the end game.
Oh,
But jokes
questing with the
aside, there,
Basil and bouncing it with the Mimfint.
yeah, the Mid Elephant isn't as good in the mirror. It is a very much like a Sky War evasive battle most games. It's also this wonderful card that is not greedy at all, and you should run 4 copies of it called Second Star. Um, is is a big indicator on who wins in the Blurple mirrors is whoever gets to cast that first or multiple times ends up taking it. So we like our elephants here. We got at least 2. No, 3. There's 3 elephants on the board right now. This is crazy. And
Pachyderms.
notably no mooses. Not a single moose.
Not a single moose.
Maybe when
That was
people
a really heads up play there, right? Questing with the
ooh,
Tipo, bouncing it with the Mimfint, and then inking it to do the Dumbo trigger. Uh, Essentially, because your Tipo was locked down by the Mimfint on the other side because it would gain the damage and then it would just move the damage over to your Dumbo next turn. So getting rid of that opportunity for the elephant is huge.
inking a low value card, right?
And
You want to
yeah,
be inking a lot in this game and to be able to ink 3 ramps on one side and some T-pos on the other side. It's
if you
pretty good.
tell me I can have a Tipo ramp quest and then become ink itself, huge.
I'm pretty happy camper. So if I looked at you right now and I said, "Hey, I would like to swing at your elephant," what would you assume I'm picking?
Depends if it's evasive or not that you're swinging with.
That's fair. That's fair.
I'm probably not trading my Dumbo for your Dumbo
That's
at
fair.
this
That's
current
fair.
point.
It's like when you're playing dogs and they go like, "Oh, I want to swing at lady." I'm like, "There's 14 ladies on the board. You're gonna have to specify." My friend.
We need a true dogs deck of all just Dalmatian puppies.
I'm actually excited for this game because it looks like it's not going to be a brick matchup. And this is, I mean, testament to how consistent both decks are. We see a Baymax, which is
Hard
techie,
cast.
spicy,
Ah,
but
no, not that
both of
Baymax.
these
Different
players have
Baymax.
inked a lot of ramp, right? Inking a lot of
Yes.
ramp, this means that we're only going to see some high quality cards this game. We're not going to be seeing like this top deck play a Tipo pass situation that happens sometimes in the top deck mode of these matchups. So we're in for an exciting belt and battle.
So this is a conversation that I have every time there's one of these blurple mirrors with the other casters is it the first to Hades or the last to Hades that's in a better spot? Because at a certain point you're just Hades, the Hades, the Hades, the Hades, the Hades, the Hades, Hades,
Whoever
Hades,
has the last
Hades.
one, right? It's whoever has the last one, but it's also like the timing. If you get to bounce it with an elephant, it just feels amazing. So the person that's getting to bounce and replay their Hades is pretty exciting stuff.
Oh yeah.
Super inefficient though. If you really think about it, like if I told you I had to pay like 20 to like kill 2 characters and like bounce them both with these Hades, you're gonna get all days that would sing with a 2 drop to kill something or banish something rather. That was exciting stuff.
I feel like you're still doing that with your two cost tramp there.
That's fair. That is actually very true. I'm using a 2 cost character. It was free. I'm Arabic. I love free things.
There goes the Dumbo.
Okay. We have damage on this Mim. It's also another effect that has to happen before you draw a card, and it is relevant. especially when in the world of bells and moving damage counters.
Oh, here we go. Moving damage counters back
Um,
and forth. All right, cool. Smart enough to take it out.
Yep. We passed
One of
turn and that was still up. We can move the damage counters and play a bell, move the last damage counter, take out the genie. Ooh.
oh, that's a big card.
You drop Elsa. It's like the Blurple Mirror is like who's greedier? Who's has the most 8 to 10 cost on Inkwells in their deck that they didn't break on? Who's gonna play though?
Oh, bell no trigger.
That's not a
Ah,
sign of
there
a
it
healthy
is.
hand. Oh,
Move the damage from the elephant to the Hades to get rid of the Hades, so it couldn't get bounced back, and the elephant cannot move damage now. That was smart. Heads up play.
two, yeah, two bells and a Basil on Humble's side. His hand is looking thin though. Not getting to play any genies. If we get a heads up, ooh, finders. What's your thoughts on finders? I'm a big finders hater.
Yeah, I think it's a bad card. It's
I
too
agree with
expensive.
you. Paying 5 and doing nothing with your 5 ink is just
Yeah,
so bad in this economy, in this meta of dogs and amber steel and purple steel players burning us to win.
you have to take a whole turn
And
off.
yeah, the mirror is great. Mirror is great, but I feel like you can't stop the second star. There's not enough removal, so you're better off just going for that. Bouncing the Elsa.
Man, we're getting
The great.
greedy over here.
Yeah. I mean, this is good. This is just basically locks out Humble from winning the game.
Playing another bell to move that damage off the elephant again.
You play another Elsa here, likely. Quest down, probably. Ooh, this. You probably quest down both bells and you just quest. Go for the win.
Yeah.
Actually, you probably quest down a bell and a Dumbo. This is a hard choice.
I think you do both bells.
If you do the Dumbo, then technically he doesn't have an immediate way to take out this genie, right?
True.
We are opting with the Dumbo and the bell, and are we gonna quest?
Also, are you
Likely.
inviting the trade for the genie then? Uh, and just going to move the damage off of an elephant if you swing into the bell.
Yeah. This is as cooked as can be. Like we need some Elsas here. Yeah, we're just
Yeah,
scooping.
just a scoop.
Not a lot you can really do from the position. Even from 2 to 15 is too much of a canyon at this point.
Yeah,
To sort of come back. So we're scooping early.
which is smart.
That's what I
Always
love.
watch the time.
I love that. I love that. With Blurple, your biggest skill set. There's not a lot of active choices you get to make, but one of the most important active choices you get to make is deciding when to scoop, because your time equity is one of your most important resources, more important than your Inkwell and anything else. The amount of great games that I see end up going to draws because the opponent didn't know when to concede or the player didn't know when to concede. It's just saddening. It's like, oh, I could have won in 3 turns. Like you could have conceded game 2 14 turns ago, but you gotta know when to cut your losses. You gotta know when to concede early. It's a skill set.
I'd like to point out that that was a 10-minute match in a
It's adorable.
blurple mirror.
I if I fell asleep, I would have missed this whole game.
We missed the whole
That's
thing.
crazy.
And also, I just attribute that to the skill of these players, right? They know what they're doing, they know what they're playing. Like, they don't, sure, they still think through stuff from time to time, but I mean, they already know, right?
No. When you're playing against amazing players and the ICL's high caliber players, it used to be just figuring out the technology and getting used to it. That was the only thing I would like slow something down or I judge call. But like you said, everyone knows it's not the first time anyone's playing their deck, right?
Right.
They're pros on pro teams. A lot of these guys got metafies. You should go follow them. Use code Habibi on Maelstrom's Metafy for 5%. One of these days, that promo code's going to work for somebody.
Just gonna keep trying.
It's not known.
Into the Inkwell now.
Yeah, that is a. It's a solid. Honestly, that's a very high value card. That's an example of like losing a very high value card. I think Into Known is one of the most underappreciated cards in the mirror. It is so efficient in a world of 7 cost Hades. Just win you most games. Now, a question for you, obviously depending on the hand, but in a perfect world, do you prefer Tipo or Sail for your turn 2 ramp into the mirror?
If I have a 1-drop to play, Sail. If I don't,
Do you,
Tipo. Because I'd rather have a Basil than a Tipo.
it's fair. I think Basil is an exception. If you had like a Rafiki, I feel like you'd still go with the Tipo.
Still
Sorry,
go
the
with
Sail.
Tipo.
I bet you probably don't even play the Rafiki. It's so like useless in
No,
the
yeah,
mirror.
yeah.
Might as well have like we said earlier, high value or sorry, low value things go into the Inkwell and high value things stay on the top of our deck or hand.
I think Rafiki is a bad card in general.
I agree. All people should remove all their 1-drops out of their deck. There's no reason to be worried about 1-drops. This is sponsored by Dog Players. No, I do agree. Rafiki is so bad in so many matchups, just like a must-have because
Yeah.
we have Umber Steel, Purple Steel, and dogs in the meta, unfortunately. Or fortunately, depending on what you ask. So the classic, this is the swing turn. This is where we get to commentate some exciting action. We both got to ramp.
Right.
Somebody played a genie and somebody played Elsa before their opponent.
Questing with a Tipo. That's what we like to see.
I've seen those T-pos gain like 12 lore. It's like crazy. You always have a better thing to swing at. Like at this point, if we have an Elsa, we're probably gonna take out this Dumbo. In this case, we're gonna play a Bell and take out this Dumbo. I'm assuming. Yeah.
Yeah, there it is. And you can you can move up to 3 damage. So choosing to only move the 1 damage so that the Elsa still retains the rest of its damage. Here, big heads up play. There
I
goes
like that.
the bell.
And we saw the first Hades. Are we going to see the follow-up Hades in this? Although Hades and Hades and Hades is feels a lot worse in this situation when your opponent also is questing for 2 every time this happens with their Elsa and their Tipo.
Right. Oh, big Elsa.
Big Elsa. That's amazing. Unless we see another Hades. Another Hades here is backbreaking. Top deck mode though.
Yep. Tipo. Tipo's putting
Ooh,
work in right now.
putting in work, but just pass. That's a sign of a second star if I've ever seen it, or an Elsa.
Or an Elsa, yep. Sitting at 7.
And if we stop that from being casted, we're in a bad position. Into known. Ooh, let
No.
him get up. Let him get up. He's dead already.
Sail. All
Sail.
right.
Good old fashioned ramp, aka cycle in the late game. Card should be banned. I will be posting about that later. I'm just
Bouncing the Tipo back. Playing the Tipo again.
kidding. That card is overpowered. Sail is so crazy.
It's a good card.
It's a very good card. Oh my
Oh my
gosh.
gosh.
This is oh no.
Yeah, we're done here, eh?
That's just rude, man. Double Elsa the
Another
Bell.
sail.
It's so I guarantee you when he flips that card, it's gonna be a second star. Oh wait, oh we have
5.
two cards.
Oh, okay.
No effect.
No effect.
He's doing the classic. Let me make you use your arm energy to untap your character, even though he's gonna kill it.
Right.
Binders is being played again, but honestly, from this position,
Right.
I don't think you need much.
8 on board.
Let's play the Dumbo. We got double Elsa here. Now, are we swinging? I would definitely just take off the threats, prevent the second star over just gaining a bunch of lore.
Let's gain 8,
Super
right?
efficient. We're just gaining it. We're saying I don't respect the second star. Show it to me. Even if you draw like 20 cards, you can't play anything that actually is a problem.
Yeah, I guess you could Elsa the 2 Elsas, but big
Yeah,
Elsa the 2
Monstro
Elsas.
would be big as well, but there's so much attack power there that you can take out two characters anyways. It's
Yeah.
not that crazy. What a game three.
Yeah, this is
Or round three.
round 3. Yep. This is interesting.
Both got to ramp, but just we saw some higher quality top ends from one side of the board.
Humble found all of his ramp.
Too much ramp, honestly.
So
Both
much ramp.
games. Game one he inked it all, and game two he top decked it all.
Oh,
There's
there it is.
Elsa. You
He
called
did
it.
it. He did the thing.
Is it known here? Oh, okay.
First thing for one.
This is a comeback. Please don't move the mouse so I can see how long the video is. Um, I'm gonna be very excited.
Questing for one, drawing a card. Visions.
Ooh, that's just let me find exactly whatever I want.
Is this the first Visions we've seen so far?
Yeah.
That's
That's probably
impressive.
why the games are not 45 minutes.
Right.
There's not
That's the
20
card we need to
minute.
ban.
Oh, yeah, honestly, that would just save all of our problems. Make decks a little less consistent, at least.
8.
Another Elsa.
Oh
Oh,
no.
that's
Yeah,
crazy.
he's done. He's like, yep, we're done here.
Yeah, the valid reaction is like, all right, I've seen enough. Wow, triple Elsa. I would love to interview Humble here. I would love to see how much composure and self control he has.
Transition over to us so we can close it out here. 3 great rounds of games. That was awesome.
Yep.
I really enjoyed all of them.
Those are amazing matches. Very swinging, except for that last one. That was just rude, honestly.
Uh, gross.
Very one sided in terms of top end. However, exciting stuff. Luxury gets the 2-1. I would honestly have put Maelstrom to win this. So it just goes to show there's so much talent so deep on each team that anything can happen. Every round is like
Every round could go either
see what
way,
happens. Exactly.
unless you get the buy.
All right, all right. That doesn't mean any points. Just tune in next week and you'll see us on live.
You are
You'll
the
see
future
us.
match. So
We are the future match, yeah. But
that'll be
yeah, well
fun.
done to both teams. Both teams played very, very well. Honestly, it just really came down to like who had it at one point, and more importantly, there was no like crazy like backbreaking mistakes. The quality of play was amazing on both sides. So
Yeah.
that's exciting stuff.
I I am shocked we got through a blurple mirror in 20 minutes there.
20 minutes.
Yeah.
How is the dogs versus Amber Steel player video longer than
Right.
here? What's going on? Oh, that's amazing. I've
all in
I take
all,
I gotta swallow my words.
great.
I gotta swallow my words.
Right. Uh, where can people find you?
Lurkana Habibi on Twitter. Follow me there. I am Elias Abdullahad on everything else that I'm not Lurkana Habibi in. That's my full government name, so feel free to stalk me and find me on Facebook and Instagram and whatnot.
Nice
And
government
shout
name.
out to yeah, my full government name. And yeah, shout out to Edge of the Battlefield, and all my wonderful friends and community and sponsors. How
Awesome.
about you, Dakota? Where can they find you?
I'm Dakota. Obviously, you're watching this on our YouTube channel, Legends of the Inkwell. We also have an Instagram, we have a Twitter, and we stream on Twitch pretty much every Tuesday and Thursday. Not during the ICL. Um, if you like coffee, go to captaincoffee.store using code LOTI15 for a discount on your order. Um, yeah. Shout out to the judges. Thank you guys for doing what you do. And shout out to the ICL. I think that's all we have for
Yo,
tonight.
thank you for having me. Cheers.
Goodbye.